Oh, good morning from Colorado. October 2nd, and fall is changing my yard. My hummingbirds, I saw one this morning. I believe it was a ruby-throated female, very white belly, and she was a little scared of all the big birds that were flying all around her. But robins are migrating, and a bunch are staying here for the winter. I have crabapple trees, which attract a lot of birds right now. You see them kind of fighting over there in the corner. The bird bath. Everybody else shares that bird bath, but robins, they fight over it. Only a one-at-a-time deal for them. I just changed out my feeders. The sprinklers kind of get some water in the bottom of them. I made sure all of the seed is good and clean and nothing rotten in there, nothing stuck. None of the seeds turned to cement. Scrubbed the feeders really, really good. And filled them with nice fresh seed. And that is because all kinds of birds that migrate here, that live here in the winter, are all of a sudden wanting to stock up. And they are coming to the feeders. They haven't really been to them very much most of the summer. But in case you wonder what I watch, what I do, when there's no hummingbirds around, I just wanted you to know. I put up finch feeders for the chickadees and bluebirds, and I try to keep it the smaller size birds. There's some little black hooded ones that winter here, but they just like to feed off the ground. I don't know. I usually have to put a birdseed pan down on the ground for them. But all these big birds flying around was why the hummingbird was kind of shaking in its tree this morning. And, oh man, I'd make you dizzy if I tried to follow and show you how many great big woodpeckers there are around, and bigger birds going to these trees and stuff. But something else I do, lots of birds need suet in the winter. Gotta keep them warm. So I make suet logs. This one's an aspen branch, about 2.5 inches thick. And I took, and at different intervals, you can kind of see here, I took 2 on this side and drilled holes, 1-inch holes, or 1.25-inch holes, all the way through, nice and round. And I packed that with suet. And then between those holes, from the other direction, I drill holes. And then I put little sticks, drilled holes, and just stuck sticks in there for perches, right below those little spots with the suet. The bigger birds can perch at a lower stick so that they can reach a higher one. And the little teeny birds and the chickadees and the titmice, they can perch right below. Whoa. I don't know if you saw that, but we just got buzzed by a bird. Anyway, I mixed up some meat fat or lard, 1.5 cup of lard, a cup of crunchy peanut butter, and I stirred that up really good. And then I mixed into it 4 cups of mixed bird seed, one like this that has all kinds of different kind of nuts and seeds and berries in it. But they're all shelled, so you don't have all kinds of shells below your suet log. And then I mixed that up and I stirred in a cup of cornmeal. I would have used some Quaker oats or quick oats if I would have had any, but I didn't bring enough change with me to the store, so I had to leave them there. Here's a bird that doesn't belong on a finch feeder. What a big blackbird. Oh my goodness. So, let's see, where was I? Then I stirred that up, and it was still a little bit, it seemed like too much of an oily mixture yet. The oats would normally kind of soak that up and make it a drier blend so that it doesn't melt when you put it in the log. There's two extremes. You get it too dry and it turns hard as a cement, and no birds will go to it. And if you don't get enough of the seeds or grains in to kind of balance out the mixture of suet, it can melt, and then it just turns bad. Boy, I'm still getting over this cold thing. But I stirred that up, and then I just got the log out and stuffed those holes full. And it won't take them too long to find that. It hasn't been here, and I have a bunch, like those flowers almost block the view of it. But that's where I keep it in the winter, and sometimes I'll put some over on my plant hanger for my hanging baskets over there. I have one that lays flat so the birds can come sit on top of it. And I don't know if I have a video of that or not, but maybe. Anyways, these other birds are wanting to come to the bird bath, and they fly over here, and then they see me here talking and freak out. But there's plenty of bird baths for them, so they're not suffering. I was going to show you my other little woodpecker on this tree again. But in the winter, I will have these flower pots, and they have branches. I'll get some end branches of aspen trees because I like the white bark. Get some pretty ones with some nice tall branches, and I'll stand them up. Oops, there's birds flying around. I lost my woodpecker. There we go. Anyways, I'll stand them up in these pots. Yeah, he's playing hide and seek with me. I've got 3 of these woodpeckers flying around, and they are the first to find my suet feeder. But anyways, I'll take those branches, I'll stand them up in these flower pots, I'll cut down all of this dead flowers, and then I will put some pine boughs, some juniper boughs, some dogwood branches. It's a lively place out here. This is very distracting. Sorry. I love watching birds. But anyway, with all these big birds moving in after I've just had hummingbirds for most of the summer and little birds that would come to the bird baths, it's just crazy busy. Kind of like a shopping mall the day before Christmas. I've got family full of those woodpeckers over there. It's cute. They've got white bellies. It must be the female, and more white on it. I'm losing the rest of the family. I don't know where they went. I'll kind of zoom out a little bit. Maybe we'll see them going through here. So, I'll make a nice bouquet anyways of branches and things that have berries on them that birds love. Last year I found some branches with some great big red berries that were all over them, and I used them, and they looked as good as those things you put in bouquets from the store. It's probably what they're trying to duplicate. But what's funny is, you know, the fake ones, they look pretty, but no birds come in to eat them. But the birds literally flock to those bouquets that I make in those big flower pots, and they eat those berries like crazy. I had 30 robins in my yard last year, one winter storm, and they were perched everywhere, all around the pots and the bird baths, and they were going up and down on those Christmas bouquets. Oh, I hung some little LED Christmas lights on them too, especially on the branches that went up in the air. Looked really pretty all winter. Some nice blue and just white ones. Anyways, it was very Christmassy out here, and the little decorations were filled with birds. So, and where I found all of those branches was at our recycle center. They let everybody come and dump all of their trimmings from all of their cleanups in the fall, and they let people pick it up for free firewood if they want. So I asked them if I could collect some of those branches to make my Christmas decorations, and they said sure. So just had to show them I was from the city, and I had to ask permission each time, but I had all the Christmas decor I wanted in my yard, and smelled good, looked good, and the birds loved them. As a matter of fact, the day I took them down to plant flowers, I had an awful lot of birds upset at me. I actually had to put some branches in my flower pots for a while, just so that the birds would have some place to perch while they got used to the new setup. So, well, have a great day. I just wanted you to know what I do in the winter when my hummingbirds are gone and the rest of the year. And the answer is watch all the other birds. So, I have another channel where I post all of those videos and the interest about other birds, and it's called Birds in instead of and bird bass, birds and bird bass. And you check out that channel, and hopefully you'll be able to see my decorations. I'll put up a video when I make them, and yeah, be able to see all the birds that come into the bird baths when they have places to perch. Places to perch that they like and feel safe about. There he is. I was gonna say there's a woodpecker coming in here, but I couldn't see him because he keeps hopping down along the fence. So, with that, I'll say thank you for watching all my videos. I'll still post some of the other pictures that I've taken over time, and other hummingbird pictures for my channel. But I definitely will be watching the other birds and posting a lot on my birds and bird bath channels through the fall and winter. So have a great day, and subscribe and look for me on my birds and bird baths. Thanks. Bye-bye.